Hello there, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Train Fever USA. Perhaps inevitably, we're stood outside Maryport watching a train depart, and immediately after it does so, there's another one due to come in. See, you can see it there in a cloud of smoke. Smashing. So where are we? We're at 1876, and we've got cash in the bank. We're making a bit of a profit. Our train services are expanding. This is good, because trains represent the big bucks. Yeah, we're doing okay. In fact, we've got 2 trains waiting. This is not even slightly ideal. So I think Maryport is going to need expanding soon. And yeah, we've just not got the capacity in there at the moment. And I think I'll probably coincide that with the first expansion from Maryport in this direction. Maybe Bingham, maybe Ellesmere, Waltham Abbey. You know, all of these things are possible. But I don't want to do that yet. Because that's, I mean, you're talking probably in the region of 3 million to get that done properly. Because I'll redevelop this whole area at the same time. In fact, I might go for the first kind of 4-track station at that point. Yeah, not brilliant to have trains waiting this long. Never mind, it will figure itself out, I'm sure. You know, we'll get some progress going before you know it. Anyway, let's have another quick skirt around. Apologies for the slight frame rate loss there. What I've tended to find is that after loading the game, until you've done kind of a bit of a zoom around the entire map, you do get a bit of choppiness. But there we go. So there we go. All right, stop talking about that now. I did build another train service last time. Where the heck did I build it? You're probably all telling me where I built it. It's been a couple of days since I last played, so hold on a moment. Goodness me, this is a big map. Hello? I'm pretty sure I built another train service, or maybe I just thought about building one. No, I'm sure I did. How sure? Sure enough that you actually did it? Maybe not. Interesting. How very strange. No, no, there it is. Look, look. Eastward to Bishop Stortford. There you go. You definitely did. Right, you can relax again. In fact, you built a really rather nice straight line to do so. And that's, you know, that's running as well. So let's have a quick look at our financial situation. Last year, pushing 4 million in revenue. Which is splendid. And where are we? October. Yeah, we're maybe not a million miles away from that this year. We'll probably be a little bit less because of that kind of train queuing we've got going on at Maryport. And there's not a massive amount I can do about that right now. I could just demolish the station, build a bigger station, and put some passing tracks in there, but to be honest, I don't want to spend, you know, we're already building in such a way that I'm going to be spending the same money twice. I don't want to be spending the money, you know, 3 times by building, you know, repeatedly building the same stuff. So what I think we'll possibly do, let's have a look at the lay of the land here. Yeah, that's not impossible. Is look to expand maybe from one of the stations that we've already got established, and expand and build another train line that way. Because our goal is to be, you know, very much on our way by 1900 to getting, you know, spokes and wheels organised. Spokes and loops, spokes and wheels. You choose. What about Neston to Bexley? This is Neston, isn't it? Yeah. Now, that's closer. This is an easy win, potentially. Although, you know, some idiot has built over the end of the line already. Thanks for that. But I guess I ought to look at, you know, what's the route we're going to take out of there. So here's Maryport. So Neston would probably go Bishop's Waltham, Liskeard, and Bexley are on their route. So there's no harm in going to Bexley. Alright, let's do it. Okay, there we go. Plan of action. Decided. Right, business as usual. Let's have a look. What do we got? Can we get out here without disrupting anybody too badly? Yeah. Fabulous. No. I mean, a little bit of curve is okay, but, you know, let's... Oh, fine. Okay, just do it. There we go. So, we're going to build this... Hold on. Think about what you're doing. We're going to build this directly pointing towards Lisgard.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, hold on. Our first new vehicle. It's a new train. Oh, that's fun. Okay, right. Well, maybe this is where we introduce the train. Ah, maybe we'll put it here. All right. Anyway, carry on. Stay focused. We'll have a look at that in a moment. One track, max length. About there. Means quite a savage curve to come in, and also it really doesn't help us get to Lisgard. So let's go here. On the basis that that river is awfully close. Yeah, okay. Does mean that we shouldn't have to worry about the AI building here, in this area. But, you know, even so, that might have to be demolished later because it's not in a fantastic place. Bulldoze time. 100. I don't want to spend 200 grand on evicting some idiot. So don't spend it. There you go. That's the solution to that. Alright, where are we heading? Just there. It's pretty much a straight line, isn't it? So I'm gonna go along like this, because that way I'll see any changes in elevation it wants me to make as we're going. So far so good. Well, there we go. That's what we were waiting for. Yeah, keep going straight. Straight's good. Let's get before this kind of lump. Actually, this is proving to be quite a lot cheaper than I'd expected. Yeah, but not if you just cut through like that. Let's swing round to the side ever so slightly. Alright. Hopefully that's the only expensive bit. 105. No, we can do that cheaper. Again, this is going to lead to being a fairly lumpy piece of track, but yeah, that's not too bad at all. Okay, cool. Right, so what should we do with this? We're going to want to move this bus stop here out to next to the station, I think. Excuse me. That's straightforward enough, I think. If I can see it, hiding behind the trees, not wishing to be dispatched too quickly. We'd probably need to get rid of that one as well. Well, so be it. There. Okay, let's... and then we'll move you just round the corner. And you will be happy with it. Okay, right, so where the hell are we? Bexley. Okay, right, let's change the Bexley route. Thank you. Right, where are we going? So 5 is King's Road, that's fine. Mill Road doesn't exist anymore, so we can remove that, and instead we'll add West Street, which is fine. Manor Road and George Street are a little close together. In fact, I might get rid of Manor Road as well. And we'll take a route down here instead. Maybe stop. Yeah, let's stop there. Okay, Manor Road, remove, add station, after West Street. There. Here we go. Alright, Bulldozer, Manor Road, where are you? Alright, that's better. How many coaches are we actually running around here? It looks like, I think we've got 2, haven't we? If we get off Bulldozer, we'll be able to see. Where are we? There's one, and there's the other. Okay, cool. Let's... Oh, in fact, it looks like we've even got 3. That's so much the better. Right, this is Bexley Grand Central. And Central. Okay, cool. Right, smashing. So, what I want to do is I want to get this route set up, and I could set it to go all the way to Maryport, but frankly, I want to build extra demand. So I'm going to build a new route here, which is going to be Neston out to Bexley. Nest Bex. Nest Bukes. Nest Bex. And the easy way to do this is going to be to assign the train that's currently on this track. Once you've dropped off, we're going to assign you to Nest Bex. Okay, let's hope you haven't got to wait forever like you did last time. What have we got waiting at the moment? What have we got? One in is coming out already. Anyone else on the approach? No, this is good. Okay, smashing. So what I'm going to do is this train, once it comes back out of the station, I'm going to assign it onto the new line that we just set up, and then I'll grab another train out of the depot. I'll buy another train, and we'll set that onto the Neston Maryport line. That way, we don't have to build any kind of passing areas for these two to set up. That's the plan. It's a good plan. And actually, I've got $1.5 million in the bank. Where did we end up last year while we're waiting for this to happen? Up 500,000. So just down on revenues from the previous, but that's okay. This year, where are we? July, 2.6. Yeah, it looks like our revenues will be up a little bit this year. That's good. Excellent. So actually, we might have the funding to redevelop Maryport sooner than we expected. That's fun. But seriously, we do need. I mean, maybe. I mean, let's have a quick look while we wait. Let's have a look at the new engine we've got available. So we're running with the General at the moment, which has got a top speed of 45. Tractive effort of 40 kilonewtons. Okay, so the Baldwin, on the other hand, has got 60 kilometers, 70 kilonewtons tractive effort. It's going to be quite a bit faster, and given that the approach to Maryport has an incline on it, although as you can see from the train that's coming in now, it doesn't affect the kind of the running speed too heavily. But, you know, the ability for these trains to clear the station faster will, I mean, that'll lead to more revenues because nobody has to wait. So a consolidation class. Standard freight locomotive. I don't care what it's supposed to haul, it's going to be hauling passengers because it's better than the Generale here. And I'm pretty sure that we can get up to, you know, hitting the 56 passenger capacity on a regular basis. If we can just speed these guys along a little. Right, let's set you on the... Where are we? Nest Bex, set line. There you go. It's got 33 passengers on board, who hopefully want to go to Neston. Right, okay, let's buy ourselves a Baldwin. Let's do it. And then let's... now, these chaps here, they carry 16 passengers. They are very expensive to run. 16 passengers, that's what I said. Right, okay, so that's what, 32.48. So we could run with 3 cars instead of 4. But... and they last a long time. No, they do last longer than the previous one. Okay, I'm not convinced these are balanced particularly, but let's do it. Let's go with... We'll take 3 coaches, please, which gives them a capacity of 48. That should probably be okay. And we'll set that on the Mary Nest. There we go. So while that's... Oh, yes, that's a new train. We ought to go and say howdy. There we go. Splendid. But we are going to gazump the train that was going to try and come in. We're going to beat him to the station, so he's going to have to wait a little longer. What we are going to need to do, though, is out near Neston, which, if I face the right direction, will be helpful. We're going to want to put some signals on that station just to help out the eventuality that both trains are trying to get into it at the same time. So we'll put one there and then one on the other side as well. Okay, right, and chances are once this this new train has cleared the station, it may well catch up on the old loco that's still running on there. May catch up with it fairly quickly. In fact, let's see how fast it's currently moving. Waiting for a free path. I find that hard to believe. So there you go. See, so it doesn't want to go down there because there's a train ahead of it. So let's put a signal up here. See, and it immediately clears it up because it's got a stop-off point there now. So the question is it going to reach there? Probably before this train reaches there. Almost certainly. But that's okay. Signals are only 3k a throw, so I can happily throw another one in there. Not to mention the fact that all this track needs redeveloping at some point anyway, so you know that's no biggie. Right, and then once where are we up to? 46 now, so it'd be nice to see this get up to its reported 60 kmh, and for the tractive effort it apparently can dish out. Packing only 3 coaches, it should be fine. There we go. Apologies, what's this, Loftus? Yeah. Oh, with a lot of passengers on board as well. Very sorry to keep you waiting. Where's the signal? So it's coming up on this signal now, which will probably show... There you go. So it's showing that the line's not clear, because before the next signal, we've got another train. So I think what we want to do here is we want to stick just one more signal in, and we'll put it there. Oh, you can't put it there because there's a train coming. Go on. Look, just about anywhere here will be helpful. There we go. Possibly a little bit close together. I would have liked it to go a little bit further so that the train that's being reassigned onto the Bexley line had a chance to clear through the next signal as well. But you know, we'll be all right, I'm sure. Let's just see how we get on. Oh, actually, the distances involved are such that this should easily get past that signal before this one gets past that one. And we're going to talk about signals in a great deal more detail, as promised in comments. We're going to talk about signals very much in detail when Maryport is redeveloped, because the signalling that will be required there should be significant. So you get to look forward to that one. Signals are relatively easy to get to grips with, and there's a few tricks you can do with them to kind of help your system maintain a steady flow. Oh, I don't know. You know, I said I thought that was going to get there first. It's not. It's not. The new Nest Bex is going to. Not Nest Bex, Mary Nest. I really have got to come up with better names for these, you know. So here we go. He's only got 3 passengers on board, so I'm prepared to make him wait. Let's have a look. So you're going to wait for a free path again, because the next signal is still to be passed. Although, not far off. If I'd managed to place it where I originally wanted to, then we'd be a lot closer. So he'll clear as soon as this train passes through that signal. Waiting for a free path. And you're clear to move. There we go. Smashing. Okay, good. Right, they're rolling. What I want to do, just to round out today, is I want to go and have a look at the Alnwick situation. If you weren't tuned in before, where's our hero vehicle? Here we go. Departed 1865, and oddly enough, not carrying anything. All right, where are you? Arrived very recently for the first time on the route that we actually bought it for, having spent 10 years to get there. But let's have a look how this is actually getting on. What have we got waiting? 18 waiting. A 50 limit. Now, obviously, once these things can move a little bit faster, so once we've got a kind of a modern replacement for these carts, then that demand, well, that supply should pick up a little. But actually, let's have a look at the profit on that line. 181k. Absolutely splendid. It was costing me about 9 grand per cart to keep them in service. But now, they're working on something that's going to pay that back. Interesting. Ellesmere Goods is making me no money. I see no reason for that. Unless they're all in transit at the moment, that's possible. Mary Loft is costing me money, but that's probably because it spent a hell of a long time waiting. Nestbecks, we've mucked about with. See, Mary Loft is quite a long route, really, and Mary Clay is a very long route. But, there's a sea of green here to see. That's splendid. And I imagine Bexley has probably taken a hit this year because I redeveloped that line, taking out 2 of its stops. That seems plausible, certainly. Okay, right. Okay, right. Yeah. Let's just go and follow the Mary Nest on its merry way. No, let's go follow the train. Looking at the route. Less exciting. Here we go. So this is this Consolidation class coming in for the first time with its almighty 3 passengers on board. Very nice. Coming in for a first pickup. What have we got waiting? Mary Nest 55 waiting, and I built a train with a capacity of 48. Brilliant. Right, okay, that'll wrap it up for this time. Thanks very much for tuning in today. What are we going to do next time? Well, on the basis that I've got almost 2 million quid in the bank, I think it's very likely that we look at Maryport and see what we can get. See what we can get going out of that. It's going to be interesting, that's for sure, because there are routing woes ahead of us. So thanks for watching. Please leave a like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. I've been Colonel Failure, and I will catch up with you next time. Thanks for watching. Cheerio.